Okay, everybody. Let's see what we got here. Hi. I'm live. Now I want to see if I can figure out how to share this link so other people can get access to it. So let's go to education, public. Okay, here we go. I found it. Okay, all right. So, everybody, thanks for coming along. We'll go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'm watching the chat right now. So here's what I'm looking at right now for gold. So you can see that right now we're currently in a really strong downtrend. As you can see, price is moving down strongly. Now, if we draw a fib here, just to get an idea of where possible. So it went to the 23 and it's really struggled there. And right now we're in consolidation. Now, if we zoom back a little bit further, which I think it's kind of good to get an idea, you can see that we were in an upward trend here, the move before this one, and then now we had this strong leg down. So we can see that this was kind of a zone here. I mean, it didn't quite get there here, but it was here top 3 times. We were kind of in a nice upward channel. It wasn't a perfect channel, but it was pretty close. I always love to look at channels, right? It's important to me. And so, and the reason is because once you get a break in a channel, it stays in it, and you can trade in the channel. And then once you get a break out of the channel, you can get a nice breakout like we see here. So this broke out of the channel, and now we have a strong move. We're currently at the 23.6 fib retracement. So to be completely honest, anything can happen right now. You can see that we're in a descending wedge right here. So this really makes it a great opportunity, in my opinion, because if we're going to break down, we can go back down to 162. So if we break down out, we've got from 194 to 162, so that's $40. And if we look for some of them, if we can move out, we could find some further targets as well. Potentially this level and potentially this level. Okay, so we've got, if we break to the downside, we could move down even further. Now, one thing I always like to look at also is the dollar. And right now, the dollar is in a similar wedge. When I talk about the dollar, I'm talking about the dollar index, the DXY. That index is also moving similar. I have a chart of that as well that I can bring up here. I'm going to go take a look at that just real quick. So we can see here, and I actually had a trade on this short when it broke here, and I'm still in on this trade. You can see this is a different platform. This is TradingView, whereas the other was MT4. But right now we're in a little bit of a sideways angle here. If we zoom out, you can see that the dollar has been moving upward. It took out this top, but now it's headed back down. I think it's going to go here. So I'm currently bearish on the dollar because we broke out. I think we could get down here, but we are kind of in this zone. We don't have a super strong trend, because if I move this line down, you can see that we're kind of in this zone here. We broke out once. It hasn't really given any clear direction that it wants to keep going. So right now the dollar's kind of in limbo, and we'll go back to gold and we can see the gold's in limbo too. So what we can also see though is we do have a nice bounce here. This is a weekly chart, and we've been in this range for a while. So I think there's also a lot of opportunity if it does break to the upside as well. If we break out here, we've got some decent targets. You can see that we have one here at 1237. I think that that's a really good target because we have support here or resistance right over here, and we have the 38.2. Additionally, we have the 50 level, which also has confirmation here and here, right? So it's pretty interesting that we have confirmation in two spots here. And again, if we go back to the next fib level, we have some more confirmation. We have a point here and a point here. So all of these levels have support and resistance areas that we could see targeted. I do think that if we break out of this, there's a little bit of a shelf here that has some strength. It might actually break out of the triangle and the shelf at the same time. If it does go to the upside, we could see it move here and a move here all the way up. And you just pick your levels. You could set it up into 3 different targets. I personally am going to be watching this, and I'm going to be looking for the breakout. And when it happens, I'm going to be entering into this position, looking for a move in gold from a break from this point. So let me know what you guys think, how you're trading it. Really appreciate it. Also, if you want to get in touch with me, you can go to my website at caseystubbs.com or follow me on Twitter. It's just twitter.com/CaseyStubbs. I'm very active on social media, and I really like to talk to people about trading or business. I'm very involved in running financial education businesses and helping other traders launch their businesses and get their businesses to grow as well as helping traders trade. All right, well, that's it for today. Trade safe, use risk. Anything can happen in trading. Even if it breaks up, it could be a fake and go right down. You never know, so that's why you got to adjust your risk accordingly. But thanks so much for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be doing another video soon. If you guys have any comments, reach out to me at caseystubbs.com or on Twitter. Thank you.